In this video, I'm going to give you my first impressions of the ANKER 767 power bank. Firstly, a very big thank you to ANKER who have kindly provided me with this power bank for this video. Now, you might be thinking, not another power station, they're everywhere. We seem to be seeing them all the time on social media at the moment. So let me tell you why this is a little bit different. The key thing is the batteries. So those other power stations that you see out there typically will use a certain type of lithium battery, whereas ANKER are using something called LFP batteries. And without getting too technical, they're basically really dependable and they last for a very long time. In fact, ANKER claimed that this power station, the 767, is the longest lasting portable power station in the world. And I've not tested it because I've not had it for 10 years to prove that, but they do claim that it can be charged and discharged 3,000 times. So if I was to do that every day, that would take me up to about 10 years and it would probably still be working reasonably after that amount of time. So it's a really solid, reliable piece of kit. The other thing that makes this power station stand out from its competitors is because it uses something called GAN technology or GanPrime Technology. So let me tell you what that is. The key thing with the GanPrime technology is that it minimizes energy loss and enhances power efficiency. So your typical power station out there on the market will have an efficiency of around 88 to 91%. This is 96%. So really solid reliability. The other thing that it does is it intelligently monitors the temperatures of the devices and of the unit itself as it's charging, which is really helpful kind of from a safety point of view. Now, when it comes to charging, you might look at this thing and think that is going to take about 4 days at home and a lot of my electricity to charge up. And this is where I was just completely shocked. When I took that out of the box, it was 29%. I plugged that in, and I'll show you now. I plugged it in, I charged it, and it came out at about 1 hour and 3 minutes to go from 29% to 100%. So if you were going to take this thing away on a sort of van camping, car camping holiday, something like that, and you wanted to charge it up the night before, you could easily do that. You wouldn't have to be thinking kind of 4 days ahead. So that is fantastic. The other thing that it does when it's charging is it doesn't just go boom and just kind of go hell for leather, charge. What it does, and I'll show you again, is it starts off charging kind of quite slowly. And then once things kind of get warmed up, it then ramps it up. It ramps up the power coming in and it charges it a lot more quickly. And then as it gets to kind of like 90%, kind of 95%, it slows it right down again and it kind of just slowly kind of trickles in the electricity. Now, when you receive this item, you get this quite nice quality padded pouch of cables that comes with it. We've got our user manual. We've got kind of standard power cable just to charge it up at home. And there are 2 other cables in here. There is this one here that's kind of got that car adapter, cigarette lighter, and that's for, I guess, using for van camping, RV camping, that type of stuff. And then also, interestingly, this is for connecting solar panels. So on the back of this unit, you do have the ability to connect solar panels, and there are 5 ports there. So that's pretty useful. In terms of the casing, this feels really solid. It's a durable unibody suitcase design. It doesn't feel creaky. It feels really rock solid. You've got these 2 kind of carry handles here for sort of just basically sort of lifting it up onto surfaces, but you've also got portability, this which slides all the way out to actually to roll it along, to pull it along a bit like a suitcase, and it just clicks in like that. Now this is a UK version of the ANKER 767, so that is why we've got 3 3-pin mains plugs, which if you're from the UK or you're from a country that uses those sockets, you will see the benefits of that. Really handy just to plug some serious appliances straight into this unit. Over here, if I just take off this little rubber little area there, we've got two car sockets, kind of cigarette lighter style sockets that could be used if that is your connector of choice. And over on the right, we've got the DC output area, or the USB section. And these are not just ordinary USB ports, they're really efficient, so they will charge your USB devices really efficiently. We have two USB-A sockets and we have three USB-C sockets, so very handy if you have a lot of devices, or you're with a large group, or your family, or you're going to be somewhere for a long time. Up here we've got three buttons. So we've got our display button, which is currently showing the device is 100% because I charged this yesterday. We have a Bluetooth connector, so this device can be connected to using an app, a special app to control the energy, monitor the energy. You also have a power saving button as well, so if your power was running a little bit low, or you wanted the device to last a little bit longer, that could be utilized. And then down here we have buttons as well, and you can actually turn these off to save power over here. So to use these, you would have to switch these on, but you can actually turn them off if you're not using them. Say for example you were just using the USB ports. The other thing to mention is this light. So we've got a button here. I thought this was just a white strip of plastic, but actually you can see it's a light. Very, very handy if this was in your van, your RV, or your family tent, and you wanted some additional lighting, or you've forgotten your lighting, or your normal lamp had run out or something. So how about we actually see this thing working and we plug some things into it. I have with me today from home my George Foreman toaster. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty. So we're going to put the toaster in and see if we can cook up some toasties. I have got my laptop computer from home, so we're going to plug that in. You might have seen this large blue box. So this is a family camping call box. So we're going to plug that in and see how we get on with that. And then just to try out the USB ports, we'll put in mini Anker, little baby Anker power bank thing into there. So give me a second, I'm going to plug it all in and I'll come back to you. Yeah, so just to recap, we have currently got the George Foreman grill toasty maker connected, we've got the MacBook connected over there, we've got the fridge cool box, and then up on top we've got the mini Anker power bank. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. Just a second, because my grill's nearly ready. Oh, it's hot. Of course, this isn't the only power station that Anker make. They have other models in the range as well. Those are the 521, the 535, the 555 and the 757. All of them, I should add, contain the same highly dependable LFP batteries that this thing has as well. So you still get that ultra efficiency, but of course the capacity is different in those models. The other thing I like in terms of the offering from Anker is this comes with a 5-year warranty, which feels like that's a bit longer than kind of comparable devices. So who is this for? Am I going to be taking it while camping and backpacking? Well, the answer to that is probably no, due to its size, but it's not really designed for that. It's not designed to be taken on a backpacking trip as such. But could it be used for camping? Yes, I believe it could. So if you were having an extended camp somewhere, and you had a vehicle and you were going to be there for a longer period of time, then I think this would be excellent. It's going to last for a very long time, it really will. I think also if you're into your van camping, car camping, things like that, then this is going to be very, very handy, and it would sit very nicely in the back of a vehicle and would power so many of your devices. And the other thing to remember, of course, is that you can connect solar panels to this device, up to 5 solar panels that will charge this really, really well. So technically you could be kind of off grid. So this is all about my initial impressions. What do I think? I think it's excellent. I think it's really, really good. I think it's very, very well made. It's really, really solid. I haven't really had to look at the instructions, to be honest. It's quite logical in terms of how you use it. The display screen has been designed very, very well. It's not too techy. It kind of makes common sense. I like the fact that when you're charging it up, it tells you how much time it's going to take in hours to actually charge it up, and also when you're discharging it, so when you've got items connected to it like I have today, it tells you how much time that you've got left as well. So it's nice and clear. All of the sockets, they've really catered for all of the different cables and connectors and appliances that we use in our lives. The portability is not an issue, to be honest. So if you can carry a heavy suitcase around, then you can carry this, to your car or to your campsite, your cabin, or your van, or whatever it is. Links to the Anker 767 will be in the video description, giving you details of specification, where you can get it, and if there are any special offers available, then of course I'll put the links in the video description as well. So I hope you found that video useful, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please can I ask you to hit the thumbs up button if you have found it useful. Thanks again, and I shall see you on the next one.